What's up everybody, this is Steve Strelacci, and today we are looking at my main gigging preset on the Fractal FM9. If you guys have seen a couple of my videos, you know I just got the FM9. Obviously everybody that has it just got it because it's brand new. I got it, I dialed it in, took it to a bunch of rehearsals, and took it out to its first real gig. I posted a vlog of that gig. If you haven't seen it, I'll post a link to it. And I wanted to share the preset with you guys. Some of these have IRs that I bought, so I don't know, I probably can't upload it to the Exchange, but maybe I'll throw in one of the stock cabs and upload this for you guys if enough people want it. If you want to check this out, let me know in the comments. So let's get right to it. I have 8 scenes set up, all do different things, using different channels in the amp. I usually have a pretty simple signal chain. There's really nothing fancy or special about what I do with my guitar sounds. I'm very straightforward, just trying to get the job done. So first up is my regular clean scene. And in this scene, I have the ODS 100 clean. I really fell in love with this clean sound. I pulled up one of the factory presets and I liked it, so I copied over the same cab that matches it, which I recommend you guys do too, and then make your amp settings the way you want it. So here's what I have going. Not a whole lot has changed in the amp settings. It sounds great as it is. And as you can see, I'm using my 72 Gibson ES 345. This is the guitar I used to dial these in, so I am sticking with it. Cab section, all I really have going on here is a little bit of a high cut, and I think that's pretty much it. And as you can see in all these advanced tabs, I'm not a big advanced tab guy for right now. Until I get my head around even just making the most basic of presets, I don't feel that there's really a need to touch the advanced stuff, so I haven't yet. But I might eventually. I'm really happy with the sound as it is. And then in the reverb, I'm going with a medium room, and I have this in parallel. So you'll notice I have the mix at 100%, bring down the level a little bit, and input gain at 44%. And that's been working for me. And some other toys I want to show you guys in the effects. Typically when I'm clean, I'll add this chorus on here, which you can see the settings for here. So a little bit of a dimension type of vibe, very subtle. It's there, you notice it, but it's not overbearing. Just gives you a little bit of texture. I love using this chorus. Scene 2 is set to be a crunch, and when I hit the crunch, I am changing to channel B, which is the Plexi 100, and those are the settings. For the cab, I'm using the IR that I bought, this Recto Creamback setup that I've been using, really liking. And the same room reverb, nothing has changed there. So here's the crunch sound. And this is basically my main rhythm sound if I'm having a crunch sound. So a lot of power chords and the minimal chunking, if you even want to call it that. This is as much gain as I'll typically use in a gig. I know a lot of Fractal users are high gain guys, but I like to stick to middle to clean. In scene 3, I have what I'm calling Edge of Breakup, and I switched to the ODS forward model. And again, I have that same cabinet that is my creamback recto cabinet, one of the ones that I bought. And this I have to be my kind of edge of breakup sound. This is typically a scene that I'll use when I just need a little bit of an edge of breakup where I'm not going to be digging in hard, so it's a little bit louder and it's a little bit made for some more dynamic playing. And I'm going to skip to scene 8, which is Lone Rider. It's one of the songs that we do. Basically, it's an edge of breakup type of sound. I'm using channel D in the amp block, and I have a tremolo. I'm using the pan trem with the settings, and here's what it sounds like. And on this scene, I'll hit my effects, and how I have my foot controller layout. As you can see here, I just pulled it up on FM Edit. I have this where I can toggle back and forth between effects and scenes. So when I'm on this Lone Rider scene, I'll hit that effects button, and it'll take me to my effects, and I'll hit this drive pedal, and that'll give me my solo boost. And let's see what we got there. So I just hit that drive pedal on. A lot of fun with that one. And now let's get into, actually, let me show you while we're on here. You can see that I have these delay settings. I have something that's a little bit different here. I run the delay into the reverb while being in a parallel path. I just prefer having the delay and the reverb interact that way so that each delay trail is having reverb trails also on it. Others do it a different way. This gives me, I just like the wash of sound that I get from this. Now let's get into some of the lead stuff. Let's first start with that edge of breakup lead. And this is a sound that's going to kick on this little EQ, which is just giving me a little bit of a 2K hump and some level. I also added this little delay for some ambience. I'm changing to the Nimbo on the reverb. And I don't think I'm doing anything fancy with these. I probably have some of this high cut. Yep. Actually, I don't know. That might be the stock setting. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what's going on here. I have this delay going into it, the modulated delay. And this gives me that edge of breakup lead sound, which is going to be a more ambient type of thing. Mistakes are free, no extra charge. This is another one. It's set pretty loud because I don't use it a lot. It's really meant for more quieter passages that need that ambience but also need to kick through. And I need to play it lightly to make it sound the right way. So this one's bumped up a little bit more in volume. Going back to my clean lead now, we are switching back to the ODS 100, which is channel A. We are going to kick on the esoteric DRC booster. And for this, I actually have cabinet channel A, which is the one I was using opposite before. Interesting that I did that. I probably had no rhyme or reason to it, just what sounded good when I was making the preset. So here is my clean lead sound. And again, I'm going back to that parallel reverb delay with the concert hall and the 2290 modulated. With that same graphic EQ solo boost. I also have a crunch lead, which is that same crunch setting with a little bit of a FET boost on it. And I'm using scene controllers to change a couple of bit of the drive settings and to actually kick on this input boost. So you'll see when I'm on my crunch regular, the input boost is off. And then when I hit the lead, that input boost goes on, the drive pedal turns on, and we get a little bit more with the delay and reverb happening. As you can see. And these are the same kind of lead sounds that I typically would. And finally, the most fun of all, the rock solo. This, I am, again, hitting that input boost on the plexi. I've got my delays happening. I've got more drive via scene controllers. If you guys want any more information on all that stuff, you let me know in the comments, and I'll try to make separate videos on it. So here is my rock solo sound. And finally, let's just show the outputs here. What's happening with my outputs, I have these routing to output 2 and output 1. Output 2 is something I'm going to use for an FR speaker like my Line 6 power cab. So that'll be just my on-stage sound for only me to hear. And the output 1 is going to be what goes to front of house. Very simple. So that is my main gigging preset on the Fractal FM9. This is subject to change. I assume it's going to as I get more comfortable using it, but this is the first giggable preset that I made on this, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So let me know what you think. I appreciate all the feedback in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.